Hey everybody, thanks for joining in. I hope you all had a great weekend. It's Monday, so it's back to the old grindstone, but a few more days, we'll have another weekend coming up. So hope you all enjoyed your weekend. I know I did mine. The weather was pretty good, so I had a chance to do some things I wanted to get done around the house and just have a good time. So I appreciate you all for joining in. Just want to talk about a few things I saw over the weekend, some stories or not stories or whatever, however you want to look at it. Let's take Aaron Rodgers first. There's not really too much to update on Aaron Rodgers. I mean, everybody knows he's out of his retreat, but he's still waiting. He still hasn't decided what he's going to do yet, which is basically holding the whole NFL in limbo here, waiting for Aaron Rodgers. Because there's several teams. Obviously, the Jets are probably the headliner, waiting to hear what he wants to do. So. He's out of the darkness. I saw a report in a Green Bay reporter that I can't remember the name of the reporter, but said that he felt like he needed a vacation after he got out of his darkness retreat. So apparently he didn't stay long enough. He only stayed 3 days, from what I understand, not to 4. So maybe it wasn't long enough to figure out what he wants to do with himself. So he's going on vacation. I think that's what I heard, maybe for another week or so. But I think we're going to hear something by the end of this week, hopefully, because the Jets just can't wait around for too much longer. I'm just afraid that Jet fans have got their hopes up so high now that as soon as Aaron Rodgers puts a hat on, we're going to the Super Bowl. I think that we're a contender for sure. A Super Bowl, I hope so. I want to see a Super Bowl someday with the Jets. I've been a Jets fan for many, many years. And of course, I want to see a Super Bowl, but to have that anticipation that once we get Aaron Rodgers in a helmet, we're in the Super Bowl, I think is a little bit far-fetched. We still got to shore up that O-line. We still got some defensive backfield work to do. We're going to probably lose Corey Davis, so he's got to be replaced somehow with someone. So there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle yet. Aaron Rodgers would be a big one, of course. But at the end of the day, I think as a Jet fan, we all just want competent quarterback play, whether it's Rodgers or Carr or whatever. We just need competent quarterback play because if we had that last year, this team is in the playoffs. Whether they're knocked out in the first round, I don't know. But at least they get there because once you get on the dance floor, you don't know what can happen. Anybody can win. Anything can happen. So, but the expectations of we're just selling Super Bowl tickets with Aaron Rodgers, I think is not real, is not a reality. I hope so, but I don't think so. So we're all still waiting on Aaron Rodgers to decide what he wants to do, and then the rest of the NFL can move forward. As far as Derek Carr goes, I thought it was interesting when I saw that Derek Carr, according to his Carr camp or whatever you want to call his representatives, apparently he's seeking $35 million a year, which in today's market is a deal. I mean, let's be realistic here. Daniel Jones of the Giants wants $40+ million a year. So I know Daniel Jones won a playoff game last year, but he's not Derek Carr yet. Carr's been in the league 9 years, and I know Carr. Everybody always goes back to Derek Carr hasn't won a playoff game. Yes, I get that. I know that, but he puts up some great numbers. He's had some crappy teams to play on, a lot of drama on the radio organization. So if Daniel Jones can demand $40-45 million a year, Derek Carr wanting 35 I would say is a pretty good deal. And I also saw that the Saints, I think they're really the forerunner here, the front runner, I should say, to get Derek Carr. I believe that they really want Carr. They freed up $23 million in their salary in the past week or so by restructuring contracts and things like that. So, I mean, they're getting there, but you got to remember that the Saints were also $58 million over the salary cap. So regardless if it's Derek Carr or who it is, they had to free up money anyways. They have no choice. They have to do it. It's league rules. They have to do it. So, but I think they do want Derek Carr. But either way, like I say, they have to free up money anyways. I think at that price, the Jets would be in good shape. They don't have to give up any draft picks. $35 million is very reasonable for a quarterback of Derek Carr's caliber. I hope they pull the trigger on this one. At least they'd maybe get 4 or 5 years tops out of a guy who can really work with the younger guys and play. Aaron Rodgers, you're going to get a year out of him. 2 if you cross your fingers. and then we're right back in the same boat looking again. Because if anybody thinks that Zach Wilson is going to sit under Aaron Rodgers for a year and now he's going to come back, he's going to ball out after a year. I like Zach Wilson too, but let's face it, that's not going to happen. So we're going to be right back in the same boat we are at the end of this season. So let's just hope for the best and see what the Jets decide to do. As far as Lamar Jackson goes, nothing. There's no news on him at all. Just kind of a lot of clickbait stuff, but no real news. And I got to credit the Ravens organization for that, because they really do keep things more or less tight-lipped. I mean, most of the stories you see are just kind of stories that reporters put together just to say something, because really there's nothing coming out of the Ravens. We all know that Lamar, as a matter of fact, I want to mention this. I saw a report over the weekend that there's not even any confirmation that Lamar Jackson wants a $230 million guaranteed contract. Everybody, I think, just assumes it because of Deshaun Watson, what he got. And we all know that Lamar wants a guaranteed contract, but nobody knows what it is. So even that stuff that you read is kind of just, I don't know if it's just stories or just something that they want to talk about. But there's no confirmation that how far away they are with guaranteed money or how much Lamar wants. So I credit the Raven organization for being tight-lipped and keeping everything in-house. I do respect them for that. The NFL Combine is tomorrow, Tuesday. So that's always fun to watch. It's to watch the players doing their best and try to impress teams and everything. And I see that the Jets, Robert Saleh is not even going to the Combine. Jets, I think I read in the Jet Press, it was an article there. They're sending some of their coaches there just to help with the Combine drills, whatever that means. But Joe Douglas will be there, and he will be speaking to the media tomorrow. And I also did some more research on that, and it's starting to become a thing that most teams do. Like, they're not really sending all their coaches and anymore of the past couple seasons. They send a few coaching people from the coaching staff, probably take some notes, do some watching. Because really, the teams have a list of who they want to draft. Now, I'm sure it's an extensive list, but they do have a list of the top 10, 15, maybe even 20 players that if they're on the board, they're going to take. So, I can understand why they don't spend the whole weekend, everybody there. They could probably be doing better things with their time. So that's as far as the Combine goes. It'd be interesting to see, though, what happens and what kind of reactions we get from some of the players that the Jets are looking, offensive linemen, maybe some safety help, even wide receiver, who knows. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. If you like the video, just hit the like button for me. Leave a comment down below what you think's going on. Hopefully that by the end of this week we know something with the Jets quarterback situation. And hit the subscribe button. I'd like to have more subscribers and get everybody on here. And I'd give you the best content I can. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave me a comment below. And have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.